It's a Dante quick shot. Quick shots. Wow,
Ooh, that was a good one.
wow. Yeah, y'all like that, huh? I
Mhm.
think we're getting better at this song thing, but alternators assemble. We've got the usual gang, Bernie, Frank, Luke, and we're back at it. What's happening?
Things are going well. So today we're going to cover the extremely exciting topic of DNS, and I'm sure that Frank and Bernie have another wildly entertaining skit for us. So I don't want to keep anyone waiting. Here we go.
Be prepared to be disappointed. All right, so I guess we're going to be talking about DNS or the domain name system, Frank. Yeah, it's so exciting. And I want you to take a look at some slides that I threw together for this. So,
you put together slides. I love this.
I know it's going to be so let me just take a look at the
let's do it.
So DNS, the domain name system, is a central part of the internet, providing a way to match names, a website that you're looking to visit to the actual number, the IP address of that website. Okay. All right. And this is not what the internet looks like, but maybe what some of us think it looks like. But anything that's connected to the internet, laptops, tablets, mobile apps, websites, they all have IP addresses. And your favorite website might have an IP address, something like this. Now, very difficult to remember that. However, a domain name such as dogsplayingchess.com is much easier to remember. So that's one of the key reasons for this. All right. Exactly. Not sure how many. Yes. It's not a real website, by the way. But so when you type in dogs playing chess into a browser, your browser sends a query over the internet to find the IP address for that dogsplayingchess.com site. And a query is a question seeking to match that domain name with its corresponding IP address. So, Frank, I want you to guide us through the path of this query, through the internet infrastructure.
Yeah, so what I'll do is we'll take you quickly through a few animations that Bernie has so cleverly put together, but I think it's very simple to understand. The first phase is literally the query. So there's a question being asked. Somebody wants to see dogsplayingchess.com. And there's a website there. Nobody knows where it is. So the messaging goes out to what we call the recursive resolver. And that can be located anywhere for that matter. It could be at your ISP, a wireless internet provider. It doesn't matter. So the recursive resolver doesn't know where Dogs Playing Chess is, but what it does, it reaches out to what's called the root server. Now, root servers are located globally. There are 13 of them, and what they do is that they have the information about what we are going to see next, what's called the top-level domain name server, right? So the root server then reaches out to the TLD name server and says, hey, do you guys know where dogsplayingchess.com is? The TLD name server says, I don't know specifically where that is, but I know who has that information, right? So then what happens is the next phase is the information goes to the domain's name server or the authoritative name server. And they say, well, I know what you're looking for. The IP address for dogsplayingchess.com is that. And it goes back to whatever requested in the first place. And the connection is established between the two things. Now, that was a quick response. But basically, it's a connection between names and IP addresses. And it happens within the blink of an eye. It's really fast. None of this takes as fast as it does. Oh, there you go. Blink of an eye.
Yeah, so, that's, again, it's a very broad subject, and it's hard to do it justice in a few minutes.
Absolutely.
And there are plenty of resources online that you can view to find out a little bit more about what we discussed here. And we're going to be bringing you another episode because we need to talk about how in a Dante Domain Manager environment we use DNS for discovery of Dante devices that are on different parts of the networks, different subnets.
If you were thinking why we're talking about DNS, there's a point behind this. DNS is a very important component as you design your larger Dante networks that go beyond that single switch environment, and that's going to be commonplace in the newer networks that we're building. So stay tuned for more episodes, and we'll bring you more information. This was fun.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Well, as mentioned, Frank and Bernie, they never disappoint. So
Mhm.
if you want to learn more about any of the topics we cover here on Dante QuickShots, you know what to do. Reach out to us at sales@audinate.com, and we'll see you guys next week.